everyone and welcome back to my channel. For this video I just wanted to kind of do a chatty style video because it's currently the 11th of February and I turn 24 on the 16th of February, so next Tuesday it's my birthday, and I just wanted to do a kind of year in review type video. So just talk through what I've done the past year, what I haven't done, what I'd change, what I wouldn't change, that sort of thing. I also just wanted to say some of the things that I hope for in the year to come, so from the beginning of me turning 24. If we rewind all the way to February last year, it was around now actually, it was a few days before my birthday I believe, that I actually went out for my birthday. I went to my local pub with my fiance and a few of my friends. We had a really nice night. It was kind of just chill, relaxed. So yeah, that was nice. Can't imagine that I'll be doing that for my birthday this year. In fact, I know that I won't be, because we're not allowed out anymore. We're all currently grounded. Yay. So yeah, that was how I began 23, I guess. And then the first month of me being 23 was kind of quiet, didn't do much. And then about a month and a week after my birthday, Boris decided that we were all grounded. So yeah, I didn't actually do the first lockdown here at my house. I done the first lockdown at my fiance's house with my fiance and his mum. So yeah, I was there from, I'd say, the beginning of March till September, October time. So the start of lockdown was pretty boring actually. Me and my fiance just kind of did what we always do when we see each other, which was just like watch TV, play video games, chat, that kind of stuff. Because as you all know, originally lockdown was supposed to be only 3 weeks. It's been the longest 3 weeks of my life. But yeah, so it was originally supposed to only be 3 weeks. So I asked my fiance and his mum if I could stay there during the 3-week lockdown because I didn't want to not see my fiance 3 weeks. Because, you know, I'm clingy, what can I say? So yeah, I asked if I could stay there. Very thankfully they said yes, that it was fine. And yeah, it was just like, because I spend the weekends there anyway, or I used to spend the weekends there, it was just kind of the same thing, just extended. So we just kind of had long days of watching stuff and playing video games and stuff like that. And then I'd say a month and a bit into the lockdown, I got extremely bored of doing the exact same thing every day. So I decided that I wanted to get into writing. So I sat down one day, I brainstormed what I wanted to write about, and I came to the conclusion that I wanted to write a book. I came up with the idea for the book. I ran it across my fiance because he's the actual writer in the couple. He's a lot better than me and he actually wants to do it as a job, so you know, I'll leave the professional to do it for himself. But so yeah, I got the idea for it, ran it across my fiance to make sure that it made sense and it was good. And then in the next couple of days, say 2-3 days, I wrote the entire first chapter, perfected it in like 3 days. I've not written any more since. So yeah, that was 8 months ago now, I want to say. 8-9 months ago. I brainstormed like to continue writing it because it is something that I really want to do, but I still haven't sat down and actually started writing. Whenever I do book work, it's always just brainstorming and like getting ideas for chapters to come, and I'm just like, no, write the book. So yeah, I spent a couple of days doing that, and then after doing that, I realised that I really enjoyed writing, but I didn't want to do that specifically. I didn't want to write fiction. I wanted to write kind of about me or kind of lifestyle based things. So me and my fiance came up with the idea that I would start a blog. So I looked up how to start a blog. I set it all up within a couple of days, and then I wrote my first blog. So yeah, that's actually one of the success stories of being 23, I guess, is I started my blog and I actually kept up with it. It's one of the few things in my life that I have kept up with, because I really tend to start something, get really passionate about it, then get bored of it and never do it again. So my blog is actually something that I'm actually really proud of, and I do really enjoy writing my blogs and seeing kind of the interaction that I get throughout my blogs. So watching like the views go up and getting the people that reads it feedback and like stuff like that, I really enjoy. So yeah, that was that. I started my blog. I also started uploading to YouTube a lot more regularly, because I just got really bored and I was just like, give me anything to do. And then I was like, I used to do YouTube a lot, so I guess I'll start that again and see how it goes. So yeah, I've been really enjoying doing the videos too. I kind of changed the entire kind of look of my channel, and the type of videos I do is completely changed as well. For anyone that's watching this, that is new to this channel, or this might be the first video that you're seeing of me. Hi. I used to actually do toy opening videos. I think a lot of them have been taken down off my channel now, or I've taken them down, because that's just not what I do anymore. As you know, if you've seen my last few videos, I'm more kind of based on journaling and kind of these just kind of chatty videos now, which I'm enjoying so much more. I do have to get used, the one thing that I have to get used to though is looking in the camera, because I kind of just do this and I can be talking to you like this for ages and then just go, oh wait, I'm filming. So that's something that I still really need to get used to, but I am really enjoying doing these videos now, especially my bullet journaling videos, which is another thing that I started this year. Specifically in 2021, I properly started bullet journaling, but I want to say like September last year, I got an early Christmas present from one of my friends in the shape of a bullet journal, because I was telling her that I might start doing it like for my mental health and just to organise my life and stuff like that. So she got me a bullet journal, and then for the end of last year I kind of practiced filling in a bullet journal, just kind of getting used to the system of it and actually sitting down and writing something every day, because that was something that I wasn't used to. And then from the 1st of January this year, I have been bullet journaling every day. I got a load of bullet journal accessories and pens and stationery for Christmas. So I've been doing quite nice spreads, if I do say so myself, like weekly spreads and monthly spreads and stuff. If you want to know what I'm on about, just go and watch my last few videos. I won't really get into it now because that's not what this video is about. But again, that's another success story from being 23, I guess, is I actually started to get my life together with the help of journaling. So that's another thing that I'm really enjoying and I hope to continue to do. I don't know if there's actually much else that I've done in this past year. Like I said, literally a month after my birthday, COVID decided to come and put the world on lockdown. So I've really just been at my fiance's house, either watching TV, playing video games, or journaling or writing. During like the 2 months that Boris actually let us outside, me and my fiance did go to Devon on holiday. That was lovely. We went for a couple of weeks. I really like it down there, actually. A lot of his family live down there. So he spent a lot of his summers as a kid travelling down there and stuff. So when I said that I wanted to go on holiday, like the year after we met, he was like, oh, I'll take you to Devon. And it turned out that I really, really liked it down there. The one mistake that we made the first ever time that we went though, is we only went for a week. So we went for, I think it was either 6 or 7 days that we went for. And because he spent a lot of his childhood down there, he wanted to show me a lot of things and go places and do like certain things. But because we were only there for a week, we literally packed our week full of doing stuff, so we didn't have time to just kind of relax. We were constantly out doing stuff, going places, which meant even if it was like pissing rain one day, we still had to go and do what we wanted to do that day, otherwise we wouldn't get to go and see it, and therefore I wouldn't get to see it. So yeah, from the first time that we went, after that we decided that whenever we'd go again, we'd go for 2 weeks instead. So this time when we went, it was like our 3rd or 4th time going. We went for 2 weeks, so we could go and see everything that we wanted to do. We could go and shop, we could go to places that we wanted to go to and stuff. But we'd also have time to sit in the holiday park that we stayed in. We'd just have time to sit in our caravan and just kind of relax and watch TV for the day if we didn't feel like going out that day, which was so much nicer than feeling like we had to pack our week and just do everything within a few days. So that was really nice. It was a nice like little getaway from COVID. Even though COVID was obviously still a thing, when we were there we still had to social distance from people, and we go into shops, we still had to wear masks and everything like that. We weren't going to a COVID-free place, but it was still nice to just get away, especially because where we stayed in Devon, it's very countryside-y, so it was nice to get away from city life as well, because even though COVID is still a thing, or it was still a thing down there, it still is a thing down there. Up there? I'm not good with geography, it might be up or down, I do not know. But in Devon, COVID was still a thing. But it was such a different atmosphere from being in London, like city life, because here, especially on things like public transport, if you're going shopping or going anywhere, it's still very packed because a lot of like workplaces are still open. People can't work from home. There's some people just not taking it seriously and going outside anyway. And it just still seems really packed and like you can't get away from people. Whereas in Devon, in the countryside, people like it seems like second nature to people there to just social distance, and it's so much easier there as well because there's not so much of a big population. So it was really nice to just spend time with just me and my fiance, a couple of weeks away. So that was really nice. Then when we came back, we had a few weeks until we were plunged into the second lockdown, which happened around Christmas. And again, I spent that lockdown at my fiance's. Again, doing more of the same stuff as the first lockdown. And then Christmas came around. I also spent Christmas at my fiance's. That was lovely as well. Actually, it was lovely, but our entire household got ill at Christmas. And by ill, I mean, we all felt like we were dying. We didn't have COVID, we just had like a normal winter cold. But we all got it within a few days of each other, and because we were inside for most of last year, we weren't getting like little colds throughout the year. So when we all got this cold at Christmas, it knocked us all out, to the point where I got ill on the 19th. I started to feel ill, like with a kind of scratchy throat, headache, kind of every bone in my body hurt, just like your normal kind of cold symptoms. My fiance got ill around the same time as me, like within a day or two. And again, he got the same as me, scratchy throat, headache, just feeling exhausted. And then his mum got ill, I think on Christmas Eve. So she kind of got like the brunt of it on Christmas Day. My fiance, however, got really, really ill, to the point where I was scared for him, like, because yeah, I don't know how to explain it, he just got really, really ill. He was constantly coughing, he just didn't feel right, he was constantly exhausted. When I say that we were when I say we were, why can't I speak today? Actually, when I say that we were exhausted, to show you how exhausted that we were, to explain to you how exhausted we were, on Christmas Day, me and my fiance, I don't know why throughout this video I've been saying my fiance, me and Robert, I've said his name before, you guys know basically who he is. Me and Robert were in bed, I was asleep by, I'd say 7 p.m. on Christmas Day. It's the same on Boxing Day and like a couple of days after that as well. I started feeling better, luckily, a couple of days before New Year's, and so did Robert's mum. But Robert, unfortunately, wasn't feeling better until, I'd say, 2 or 3 days into New Year. He had like a full 2.5 weeks of just being really ill. So yeah, that was Christmas. We still had a lovely Christmas, like we spent Christmas Day together as much as we could, before kind of just passing out. We spent like the days after that together, just playing video games and watching TV and stuff. We were also, though, in and out of kind of naps throughout the day. Then we spent New Year's together as well. Again, just playing board games and watching TV together and stuff like that and chatting. So we had a really nice Christmas and a really nice New Year's. We just happened to have been really ill over that time too. And that basically brings us to now, really. Like I said, throughout this year I've still been making my blog posts and my YouTube videos, and I've been journaling, and I will get to writing the second chapter of that book, we're in a third lockdown now, which isn't great. Which brings me to what I hope for at 24. The one thing that gives me hope about not being in these lockdowns for much longer is that the COVID vaccines are now out and they're being rolled out. So hopefully I'll only have a few months of lockdown during 24, hopefully, and then hopefully we can all get back to our lives. We can all start like going out again and going to work and not just being stuck inside. We can actually see people, hopefully. Everyone says that your 20s are like the years to go wild because you've just turned an adult and it's the time to like go out with your mates and go wild and experience things. But Boris goes, no, get the fuck inside. So yeah, what I'm hoping for 24 is that the world heals from this COVID insanity. We can all start going out again. I can see my friends again. I can hug my friends again. I hope to stay doing all the things that I'm doing now, my blog, YouTube, all of that stuff. I hope to actually start planning my wedding because I got engaged like over a year ago now and I haven't even thought about wedding planning for a whole multitude of reasons, but mainly fuck you COVID, that's why. I hope to move out it while being 24 as well, because even though I love where I live and I love this room, I love my bedroom, I love my workspace, all of that, this house isn't the best accessibility for me. For example, my bathroom is upstairs and I can only get upstairs if I'm having a good back day, which these days doesn't happen often. My back is in pain quite a lot of the time, so usually I don't get upstairs very often, so I actually have to wash when I see my fiance, like proper like bath wash. I still wash myself in other ways, but like I can't like fully bathe until I go and see my fiance usually. So hopefully I'll be able to move into like my own accessible place. That is hoping that the council are on my side, because I have to apply through my council because of the reasons that I need to move out. So because I'm basically medically homeless, that's the term for it, when you can't get around your house because of a medical condition. So I have to apply through my council to move out, which I have done. They're just being really slow about it, which obviously is due to COVID because they're not up and running as much as they were before COVID started. So that's another thing that I hope for at 24. That's all I can really think of actually for 24, is for things to get back to normal and for everything that I wanted to do pre-COVID I can do after COVID. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you liked it, please do give it a thumbs up. Let me know how your 2020 went in the comments. If it's your birthday soon, let me know how your past year of life has been. If it's not your birthday, let me know how 2020 has been for you. And let me know what you hope for the rest of 2021 as well, because I'd really like to know. So I will see you in my next video. Bye!